Well, it's disappointing because we had another opportunity here to get a big win. But I think for us is the performance. I felt in the first quarter, we lacked energy and we turned it over too much, and Leicester were able to convert the other end through our turnovers. But I thought we talked a lot about every possession matters and next play mentality, and I thought our guys responded very well. And ultimately, it's about habits. We saw when we do certain things on the court, and it starts with our defense, our communication out there. When we do that, and when we do that consistently, we can compete with the top teams in the league. And it's positive to see that, but it's about time to win one of those games now. We were close with London, we didn't do it with Newcastle, and now with Leicester it took them to 5 points, and we had the opportunity to get a big win at home. But ultimately it's about us playing the way we want to play. And irrespective of the win or the loss, it's about the performance. And I felt today the first quarter was not the type of performance we want to have, but I felt as the game went on, we played the type of basketball we want to do. We just got to do it consistently and, take our opportunities, win those games. We cannot keep on talking about, missed opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, the game was there for the taking in that fourth quarter, but a completely different story to that Newcastle Eagles game last weekend. So from your point of view, I guess a big step forward.
Yeah, it was. And I think we kept on going. I think that was one important thing. Everyone was positive, even though we were making mistakes. And mistakes will happen. They're part of the game. I would like us to play with a bit more energy from the start, because I feel we could have avoided finding ourselves behind early. They scored 27 points in the first quarter, and then they finished the game with 82. So I would like us to be a bit, more ready for that first quarter, mentally and physically. But I think, as a team, we're getting better. But I think it's ultimately creating those habits, and habits is going to be so important. It's part of the kind of process that we're going through as a team, and we've got to do that consistently.
You came out from that second half with a lot of extra energy, particularly on the defensive end, a 10-0 run to start that third quarter. What did you say to the team going into that second half?
We just got to do the things that we're talking about, and we've got to go out there and do them. So we talked about defensively, we've got to be communicating, we've got to be putting more pressure on the ball, being more physical. I think we give up a lot of reaching fouls. We need to create a wall, stay in front of guys. And when we do that, our defense feeds us into our offense as well. And, offense, I think, it's about getting open shots. And I thought we did a decent job of it. Maybe we could have moved a little bit better. But ultimately, we need to have habits. And what we did is we didn't do anything different, or we didn't say anything different to what we've been saying every game. We just went out there and did it. And it was great to see that run.
No Rondell Goodwin tonight, but 5 players in double digits, so also great to see other players stepping up in his absence.
Yeah, you've got to have different guys, it's a long season, so you've got to have injuries and you have to deal with this. It's unfortunate, obviously, Rondell picked up the concussion, and you have Chris Taylor out with a little hamstring tweak as well. But, those things will happen through the season. Other guys have to step up. And, we might not have the depth that some of the other teams like the Leicester and the Newcastle have, but we definitely have enough talent and player ability for sure to be able to compete. What we need to do is, it could be 7 guys, it could be 8 guys that we have. We just got to make sure we execute and we stick to our game plan and do what we have to do. And when we do that, if we're down in numbers or not, we can compete with the best.
Just 2 games left now in 2017, both against Plymouth Raiders, one in the trophy, one in the league. How do you go about approaching those ones?
Well, I think the first thing is we've got to look, and we're 5-5 right now, and coming into this game tonight against Leicester, we were 5th in the league table. The only teams we've lost to is 2 games against Leicester, 1 against Newcastle, 1 against London, 1 against Sheffield, the top 4 teams basically. So we're right up there, and I think it reflects accurately where we are in the league table as well. Plymouth are a good basketball team. They've been improving. They've made some good additions, and it's a 2-game series. It changes a bit. It's not about the league. It's about the trophy, and it's a knockout, one-off game. And then we have the league game, which is going to be a very important game because we want to go with a winning record into the Christmas break. We've got to take it one game at a time. I think for me, it's about the performance right now. As our team, we just got to make sure we keep on improving and winning or losing, it's a byproduct. Win or loss, it doesn't matter. How it matters is you perform, and if you do the right things for 40 minutes, you've got to win games. So going to the Plymouth game, we want to play our Flyers basketball for 40 minutes. And the result will take care of itself. But it has to be about us. It has to be about us playing together and ultimately doing the things that we can do on the court as a team to be successful.